Hey guys,
welcome to our channel. My name is Bethany.
And my name is Nana.
And we're Not By Sight. And our topic today is unforgiveness or forgiveness. So Nana, when you think of those, what comes to mind?
I think that forgiving others is very hard, especially if the pain was caused by someone that we held close to our heart, because that's when we don't see it coming and it stings the most. Personally, betrayal from a loved one is what hurts the most. So, but I feel like all in all, regardless of what anyone has done to us, we should still forgive them, because we do some wild stuff and God still forgives us. What would you say?
When I think of forgiveness, I think exactly what you said. I think it's very hard to forgive. The one person who I've tried to forgive throughout my years is my father, and I see the way me not forgiving him affects my other relationships, and not even just with men, just people in general. So when I sat down and actually reflected on that one day, I was like, okay, I need to work on that. Because I feel like I do put up this guard in every relationship that I have, just because I feel like I'm going to be hurt in some way. So
I feel like that's very true, because once we're hurt once or a couple times, we tend to have a defense mechanism. We feel as though everyone's gonna hurt us, and I feel like that's not healthy, because in life we have to make new relationships, and I feel like every new relationship deserves a fresh start. But sometimes we take things that happened from our past and we associate it with the present, and that's not fair, honestly speaking.
It's not.
So since you noticed that, how did you try to stop that?
Well, I knew forgiving him was gonna be so hard, so I tried to little by little forgive other people who have wronged me, and then face that. If that makes sense. So just kind of building it up. But what about you?
For me, for me personally, if it's time to forgive you, when it's time to forgive you, I have to vocalize how I feel. So it could be first I write a letter, and then I'll just say it out loud, and then my next step would be to face the person who actually hurt me. And I feel a lot of people think that's crazy or wild, but that's just how
it's supposed to be. Though.
I can't pretend. If there's something between me and you, you're gonna feel it from me, and I don't like to have that energy around. So I'd rather just free the air, clear the air, and express how I feel. And sometimes we realize that in doing that, you realize that the person didn't even mean to hurt you the way that they did hurt you. And that makes you feel better, because it's at the end of the day, they were really thinking about themselves. They weren't really thinking with the intent to hurt you. So realizing that made me not take a lot of things to offense, because I realized sometimes I could do that too. Sometimes I'm just in my mind thinking what's good for me, and then I end up hurting someone else in the end, and it's just it wasn't my intention. So I tried to have mercy on others, just the same way they would have on me, if that makes sense.
Also that, but also I realized how important it is to forgive others, because out of all the things I've done in this life, I haven't done anything horrible. But just God. But God has forgiven me for all of that stuff.
No.
So
that's
for
true.
me, not forgiving one person for one wrong that they've done me, when God has forgiven everything I've done, it makes me realize that forgiveness is important. And if I don't forgive them, they probably don't even know I don't forgive them. And it's it does
that's
me
something
the
you're
harm.
dealing with.
So just out of the self-love for myself, even if it's not to forgive them, do it for yourself, you know what I'm saying? Forgive them for yourself, and to free yourself of that bitterness or whatever is in your heart.
And also with that, if you're someone who's dealing with some unforgiveness in your heart, try to remember that everyone's human and everyone makes mistakes. That's one thing that really helped me forgive this one person that I was struggling to forgive. I realized that, dang, they're just a human, and they made a mistake that hurt my feelings, but it's important for me to let that go. In order for me to have the peace of mind, it's just important to realize that we're all flawed, and whether you know it or not, there's probably someone who's beefing with you but you don't know. So
that's what I'm saying. Sometimes it really just be in your head that that they intentionally tried to hurt you, you know what I'm saying?
But not everyone's a villain out to get you.
Another thing is to recognize that you're hurt, and recognize that somebody has done you wrong, don't just ignore like the red flags, ignore whatever, like all the hurt that you're facing, because that too will like
build up,
yeah, and affect your other relationships as well. So it's just better to recognize that you're hurt and then go through the forgiveness phase and then just like move on.
Yeah,
just for yourself, literally.
And sometimes we're mad and we don't even know why we're mad, so it's important to go back to the source, like really think of the source and be like, why am I even mad at this person?
Because why sometimes your mom just like be saying stuff like, what are you really mad at?
Yeah,
like,
yeah. So it's important to go back to the source, and then once you find that source, pray about it too, because I feel like forgiveness is something that we really need God's help in. Like, it's so hard and it's draining on your mind, and sometimes you lose sleep over it and you don't even know why. So just like really, because
you literally feel it, like
it hurts.
Here.
Yeah, it hurts.
Yeah,
ask God to heal you through that, because God would not ask us to forgive others if it was something that was impossible. And yeah, and just remember, the same grace he displayed on you, try to display it on other people.
That was cute. Okay, of the many verses that talk about forgiveness, I'm gonna read Ephesians 4:32, and it says, instead be kind and merciful and forgive others just as God forgave you because of Christ. So with that being said, forgive others and be happy. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And yeah,
bon voyage.
Bye.